Yeah, that's what makes it so terrifying. Because for there to be a hollow, let alone a hollow of that magnitude, there had to have been life on that moon prior to when the story currently takes place. Meaning, either there is still hunters up there fighting, which is already bad because they're clearly in a losing battle, because after Sunbringer, well, I think Sunbringer was a different event, but there's been no progress. Sure, half the moon is still visible, but who knows? It could just be like that currently. But in my opinion, ethereals are absolutely terrifying because the concept of them is horrific. Because it starts out as a sickness that then slowly corrupts the body, and then when you eventually get corrupted, you just verbatim die. Ethereals are basically zombies. Like, think about it. When you fully die or get fully corrupted, which when you get fully corrupted, your humanity does in fact die, then you become a superpowered zombie that has the power to spread its infection to more and more people. The only resistance is strong people that have a high resistance to ether. And another thing, whenever ether crystals tend to grow on organic material, is it just me or does it feel like it's almost like crystal-like tumors? Like, it's like cancer growth. Which really puts into perspective the people that use ether-based weaponry, basically cancer guns. But the moon in Zenless Zone Zero is such a terrifying thing. We might not even go there for years, like actual years. Because keep in mind, a single patch just to get 2 new characters is like 1 month per character. So 2 months a patch. And who knows how many patches or how many versions we're going to go through before we hopefully, well, I say hopefully, it's going to be terrifying, go to the moon to even figure out this stuff. I can't remember their name, but those special ethereals, sacrifices, that's what they were called. But the sacrifices can merge with any material, organic and non-organic, to become absolutely massive creatures. Like, just think about the one that Belobog had to fight. That thing, with just contact with a couple of mechs, basically became a kaiju. Let alone if a sacrifice gets activated in, like, let's say, a skyscraper or an entire city center. That thing could genuinely become a creature that puts the thing Belobog had to fight to shame. And hell, imagine if it was a controlled activation that was then further amplified by whatever's in those syringes that they injected with Bringer. Miyabi was capable of using her full power in temporarily cutting open a hollow. Could you imagine something so powerful that even Miyabi would struggle? Like, mind you, sure, Miyabi did have to use a lot of power against Bringer, but at the end of the day, she was able to do one big attack at her maximum power, and it was enough to destroy Bringer. These sacrifices have the potential for just a single one of them being strong enough to take the entirety of Section 6 going all out and barely winning, if not being able to win by themselves. And that's crazy because that would just be one of them. If all of these things activated within the city, New Eridu's gone. Like, there would be no saving it. It would just be completely and utterly destroyed. Because although the sacrifices are still quite mysterious, we at least know somewhat what they can do. We still know something. But there's still no information on what the hell could exist on the moon hollows. There's a possibility that the sacrifices could be alien in nature. Who knows? Maybe the moon is literally just full of these things. We just don't know, and that is a horrifying concept when you genuinely think of the implications of that. If just like a dozen of these sacrifices is enough to threaten the entire modern day society to destroy it, let alone imagining what an entire invasion of these things would imply. You could take every named character that's actually prominent in terms of power, every single playable character, every named NPC that you fight, everyone. You could have them all go together. There'd be a chance they wouldn't even be able to beat all the sacrifices that we know exist, let alone an invasion of that kind of caliber.